www.youthfulsavings.com. Email at info@youthfulsavings.com or call 646-504-7164. Do you know of anyone who lives with pain or has high blood pressure, diabetes, or asthma? Do seizures or any other types of illness run in the family? Then this message could be very important to you. Rain International introduces Soul, a new energized drink that revitalizes and detoxifies naturally. Soul offers you the opportunity to feel better and get help with many illnesses that may have overtaken your body. Visit their website at myrainlife.com/God blessings and get all the information you need to let Rain Solution heal your soul. If you want to talk to Soul, call 954-696-8330 and begin your steps to better health. Rain International also has job opportunities that can change your life in 7 different categories. Call today and get a healthy body, a healthy mind, and create a healthy bank account. 954-696-8330. Call today and let's make it rain. The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Alexandra Bello Productions presents Artistic Times Radio with Alexandra Bello, covering art events, museums, festivals, and music. We have interviews of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more. Learn about South Florida happenings and discover art firsthand while enjoying red carpets, fashion shows, and press conferences from the hand of our host, Alexandra Bello. Tune in on WNN 1470 every Tuesday night at 7:30 and on my website, ABP TV. Now, it's about to get artistic in here.
Well, good evening, South Florida. How is everybody doing? I am here wearing pink and looking all pinkish and happy and just like chilling. This is like a light makeup night, and this is an amazing week. We have a lot of holidays coming up. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for this week, and I want to invite you all to listen to my shows on the archive and Vimeo if you haven't, while you are relaxing and chilling with your family. We have Laura Reyes tonight with us, and Laura is a fashion blogger. How are you, darling?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be on air with you.
Awesome. Laura, I met Laura probably like 3 months ago, and, I love everything you post. It's just so much good energy and invigorating, I would say.
Likewise, I feel the same about you.
Thank you very much. And if you go to her website, the Fashion Blog Diva, right?
TheFashionDivaBlog.com.
TheFashionDivaBlog.com. You are going to see gorgeous pictures, on every post. I love them.
Thank you.
I love those pictures and the concept, and not only how good the pictures look, but how interesting are the articles and everything that she posts. Your mind, the people's minds and spirit are the most important part of them, not necessarily the physical aspect. I mean, she's beautiful, but not necessarily the makeup or the clothes or things like that. However, it is about fashion, and I want you to tell the audience a little bit about your background, and why did you take this journey? Why did you, hop into fashion blogging?
Okay, so I never thought I'd be a fashion blogger. I would see fashion bloggers all the time. I'm like, oh, I like that outfit. I like this outfit. I started school for fashion merchandising. I started volunteering for fashion shows and working behind the scenes with Mercedes-Benz Swim Week. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool, going to store openings. And then I was like, people want to know about this. People think that I'm from New York originally, so they're like, New York's the fashion capital, but it's like Miami is a growing city for everything, for fashion,
Yes.
music, and art. So I started thinking I didn't just want to share about like my outfit of the day. I want to share the experience and like give people an insight of like fashion events, fashion shows, new designers, new boutiques, and that's what started my blog. And then as I started writing on my blog, I had friends and they gave me like the confidence to start, for me to start taking the photos. And they're like, you've got such great style. And I used
Nice.
my blog to start embracing like my fashion diva, my inner persona, which is like a woman full of confidence, doesn't necessarily follow all the trends, but finds like something that's like, finds the confidence in wearing things her own way. So decided to like start blogging and helping people like find their inner diva. Men and women, just to find the confidence to wear things and be confident and strong, like in their own personal style. So that's what's got me started. And since then, I love what I do. I meet so many
That is
great people.
awesome. That is awesome. Now tell me a little bit about, because I know it sounds like fun. Tell me a little bit about this Man Crush Monday that you have. Because, my shows, Artistic Times, is on Mondays. We open the week with the artistic calendar for the whole week, and I let people know what's going on. People can hit me up on Facebook directly and try to find out what events I am attending so they get their networking on. And, when I saw the Man Crush Monday, I said, "Oh my God, on Mondays too." Let's talk a little bit about that.
I don't know who necessarily started the trend, but there were on Instagram they started doing MCM and WCW. So MCM was Man Crush Monday and WCW was Women Crush Wednesday. And I felt like there's such a I would say like a niche market for men's fashion bloggers, that there isn't like so many men's fashion bloggers are out there doing it, and the little ones that they are, they're not getting the attention that they deserve. So I started to reach out with my blog and doing like little fun activities. I decided, oh my God, everybody knows what MCM is. It's Man Crush Monday. Why not elevate that to the next level and talk about men's fashion? Okay, yeah, that's the dream man for your Monday. It's the day that you get to express like your man crush. But why not let's talk about like men's style and like how men can look like, how men can rock different trends with confidence. That not something is fashion isn't just for women. It's for everyone.
That's good. And you know what? Fashion is an expression. It's a form of art. So it's very interesting. And I was working on a documentary recently where we were talking about perception and about physical appearance. And one of the girls was saying fashion is an expression of how you feel.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to judge you for how you look. I'm going to judge you for how you carry yourself.
Exactly.
Because there's a difference between what you look like and how you carry yourself.
Exactly. And
So-
so many people fear, I believe, to being judged, and I felt like my voice is a way to let people know it's okay, express yourself. It's okay, be yourself, express yourself how you feel. Because I remember one of the first Man Crush Mondays was floral for men. It's spring, and there's so many ways that men could wear floral. And I feel like, they're like, oh no, that might be too wild for me. And they stay very neutral. So I don't know. It's just express yourself in the moment with fashion. I agree.
No, yeah, that's very cool. And you know what? You took this original and very popular hashtag MCM and you incorporate, like you were able to incorporate it into your blogging and just give it your own spin. So, I applaud you for doing that.
you.
And keep doing it, because what I have noticed is that people that are going to be successful in life, they don't need to ask for permission. They don't
Yeah.
need to ask for anything. They just keep going.
I like that.
And they are consistent. That's it. That's what's going to set you apart from other people that are trying to do a blog and they just blog like a couple times or they just blog 1 year and that's it. No, you keep blogging. And before you know, you're going to have an entire book to write.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I know. I started the blogging thing when I was like, I don't know, like 4 years ago, but I kind of changed it for something else. So I think that everybody has to find what their passion is and just keep
Exactly.
going with that, going.
Exactly. Like, even if you're not sure if blogging is your way, I feel like, why not try it out? Because it's a way to get, express yourself out there. It's an outlet.
Yes.
It's an outlet, for you to put your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity, and it can always, lead you to something else.
Yes.
So, like you were saying, you started blogging, you found your passion within something else. Many people can start blogging, and there are people who start as fashion bloggers, and then they end up being either lifestyle bloggers or travel bloggers, or they
Yeah.
learn that they love to cook.
It's like a journal.
It is. So,
Blogging is like a digital journal or digital notebook where you write what's going on in your life, and you hope you do it for yourself and you do it to express what's happening within your mind, but you hope that maybe somebody else runs into that and it makes sense for them too.
yes.
And it resonates with them.
I hope that, it's some things are cool, yeah, and some things are, fun, but I do hope that, when I do write on my blog, that it does inspire. That's, my main purpose, I do want somebody to read it and, be inspired to do something that they wouldn't normally do, or, get that confidence that they didn't have. So I do hope that even if, my blog doesn't become so popular, as long as it touches, some people, to
You don't need to
grow.
touch a million people.
Exactly.
As long as you touch 5 or you change at least 10 people's life, you
I'll
are
be
already
happy.
winning.
Yes.
No, it's true. If you come to this world to change one life, yours,
Yes.
and then you can help somebody else's, then you're already an asset for the whole universe. So that's good.
Like you, I would say. Everything you do is inspiring.
Yeah,
I do love
exactly.
everything. I think I'm one of your number one fans. I follow everything you do.
Oh, thank you. I'm your fan too, and I share it. I like it. I hope that I like it enough. Sometimes
You
I'm
do.
all over Facebook, but I try.
You're a loyal supporter. I love it.
No, I do try.
you.
I try to follow people back. I try to like back what they do. I try to share what they're doing because what they're doing is also important. That's how I
agree.
see it.
Thank you.
That's how I see it. I just want to remind everybody, just like a little quick reminder, that you can find us on 1470 AM every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. You can also watch this live on artistictimes.tv or abptv.net. If you want to watch the archives for each show, you can go to Vimeo. And my channel on Vimeo is ABP TV from Alexandra Bell Productions TV. Okay, so if you want to follow me on Facebook, my name is Alexandra Bello, and you can friend me. I have a couple. I have 2 profiles. I have one for everyone, and then I have the other one.
And she really will chat with everyone. That's the great thing.
I will try to. If you're trying to hook up with me, I'm not gonna do
not
it.
that.
Not that.
They
but
took it too far.
Exactly. It's all about business for me in Facebook.
Yes.
I do vent a little bit on my Facebook wall, but I do it on my Facebook wall. I don't do it on my professional one, and I don't do it on my Facebook page. I keep those very professional. Anyways, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with more information about Laura.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. You're listening to Artistic Times with Alexandra Bello. Call into the show at 888-565-1470 and join us on the red carpet as Alexandra interviews and informs at WNN 1470 and ABP TV. Now, back to our show.
And we are back. Now, let's talk a little bit about Laura. And, later in the show, I'm going to tell you what happened this weekend and the past weekend and last week. And, artistically, in the realm of the arts and the filmmaking and independent artists and music and all that stuff. Okay? Laura, tell me a little bit about you and how you came about to be the person that you are today.
I would say mistakes. Mistakes, they make us who we are today. They're not setbacks. I feel like they're stepping stones to who we are, to who we're supposed to be. I cannot say that I knew I wanted to be in fashion. When I was little, I used to design my little Barbie's clothing, cut up all my stuff, and I knew I was interested in it. But there was the time I thought I wanted to be a psychologist, a marine biologist, you name it. I was like an artist, a singer, a dancer, so many different things. And it would have to be with mistakes, going to school. I started going to school for business. I knew I loved math, so I knew I wanted business, but I wasn't passionate about it. And it finally took time off, and just to discover myself. I remember I went to Miami-Dade for a year, and I told my mom. I don't think I told her. I just stopped going, and I was like, this isn't for me. Started working. I'm a person who always has to be doing something. I started working 3 retail jobs in the mall. And I don't know how I did it because I barely find the time to work 1 retail job now. But I remember thinking, this is not what I want to do. I do not want to work multiple part-time jobs, And I remember thinking, I want to go to AI University, downtown. I wanted to go for fashion merchandising, and I was always hesitant about it. So I said, that was like my breaking point. Like, it was like, if this is what I want to do, but I was unsure of, I was like, can I make a career out of this? That's what I'm passionate about. That's what I'm going to go do. And finally, I went with my mom. We enrolled, and I was like, Mom, this is what I want to do. And since then, you can tell so much the difference of focus someone has when it's something that they love, that they do with passion, rather than there's something that they're doing just to get by. Because once I started going to school like that, I fell in love with everything in the fashion industry. I learned so much more, and I feel like I really did grow. And that's what got me started doing my fashion blog, experiences. I was like, hey, let me just do this for fun. Stayed up one night, and it took me 3 months to finally launch my blog. And I started working with fashion shows. And then the people that I met there, I think they've all helped me become who I am today. Because I always volunteer with film students, with art students, and networking. I really did learn a lot about it's not just being in a group, just classifying myself as a fashion student. I learned to work together, with so many different creative individuals, designers, graphic designers, film students, artists. And I felt that working together, you could create so much more. And I think that helped me change a lot of my mentality rather than, okay, I can do it all on my own. I was like, no, now I go to places, I meet so many great people, and it's they talk to me about their projects, and if there's a way that I can help, I love to help, even if it has nothing to do with me. And it's now I do fashion shows for charity as well. So I've done fashion shows for Children's Miracle Network to help raise money for that, or Hands of Hope Foundation. And it's all things I've done just by networking and meeting people that had nothing to do with fashion, and I put my fashion into it. So I think getting to know different people in different fields also helped me become who I am today. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's very, very interesting because you know what? A lot of people shape who we are because we take a little bit from everybody that we run into. And not a lot of people realize it. Not a lot of people even find out about it. So it's good that you already know that a lot of people have influenced what you are today. So, that's a great step. That's like a big step right there because a lot of people are 40, 50 and they don't even know. They're clueless.
Well, I'm so grateful for the people I've met. There's so much I wouldn't even have thought about doing, if it wasn't for the people that I met. And also, people that I meet that just inspire me. I met you, and I think you're absolutely inspiring.
Thank you.
It's just, things that you do. It's you don't just stop at one thing, and you don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. I always see that you lose sleep, you go after it, and you really go after what you want, and you make it happen. And it's I met you probably at your birthday party randomly,
Yes, that was awesome. It was very, very cool.
And it's just little things like this. I feel everything happens for a reason. People are put in our lives for a reason, and we really should be grateful and take everything as a lesson. Learn from everyone and everything that we experience. And another reason, way I am who I am today is my mom, of course.
Of course.
Hardworking always.
Tell me about that.
My mom, she was a single mom. Okay, we were in New York, and she took care of her grandma. It was her grandma. And so she was always working. I don't know how she did it. She went back to school after she had me and my sister. And I know she went back to school after she had me and my sister. And I think that's another thing that helped me stay focused. That I saw how hard she worked. Having 2 kids, taking care of her grandma, and going to school and working.
It
So
got real very soon for you.
Yes.
And you said like, okay, this is the real world. Let me just get used to it.
yeah, exactly. So like I knew that okay, I don't want to have to struggle through that. She made it happen, but I know I want to graduate. I know I have these goals. I'm going to listen to follow my mom's example and do what I need to do to accomplish that, because she showed me how hard it can be. So I really was like, I'm almost done with school. I have 2 more quarters now, and that's probably gonna be one of her happiest moments when she sees me graduating.
That's
So,
cool. That's very cool.
I'm
So
excited
you're gonna
about that.
graduate from the AAI in Miami.
Yeah, with a bachelor's in fashion merchandising, and who knows where I go from there? I might want to take
What
a
are your
marketing.
plans?
I work for Chico's. I would love to grow with the company, but I love almost everything. So it's kind of like, let's see where I am in those next 2 quarters, because I like to grow in every direction that I am given. So if whatever opportunity comes, I know that I'll take the challenge. I would love to be a merchandiser. I would also love to be a fashion director. But if I can be a blogger, that would be even more fun.
But you can be a blogger and be any of those two as well, right? Because
I could be multiple things. I can be a blogger for a company, or I could be, the blogger in my own brand, that's my number one. I would love to continue to be a blogger.
continue your brand always.
Exactly. Continue my brand and work for another company. And I do think I want to go to New York. That's my home. So New York is where it's at.
So where is mom?
Mom is here with me.
Okay.
If I go to New York, I think she would want to stay here. Yes, that's the only tough thing. But we have to leave the nest sometime.
But
right?
maybe, I don't know, maybe South Florida needs more fashion bloggers, because you know how fashion is here in South Florida.
Oh my
Nobody pays attention to it. I mean, it's hilarious that today, hey, by the way, I always dress very, very nice.
Always.
I have been in between homes or moving situations. And today, probably the second day that I have a fashionista here with me, I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I love it.
I wore a sweater
I
today,
love
but
it.
it's not
It's a pink
just a sweater.
t-shirt, and it's from my friend Astrid Vox. She gave it to me. She's a singer
Very
in a
cute.
band, and it makes me feel like I'm celebrating
You're a
breast
rock
cancer
star.
awareness all over again, because it is about breast cancer awareness. So
She looks like a rock star.
exactly.
I would like to change fashion in Miami. Definitely.
I think that is a great opportunity for you, because why? I mean, you can always go back to New York
Yeah.
and continue to grow, but you can also make a difference here and then jump from a higher mountain to New York's
I feel like
mecca of fashion.
I would like to go to New York, probably bring more people here.
Exactly.
That would probably be my intention, I think.
I think that you're the type of people that are going to revolutionize anywhere where
Thank
they
you.
are. So sometimes we might be in a small town for that particular business that we're in, because again, I am in filmmaking, and here in Florida, it's kind of like always like struggling to kind of like kick off.
Yeah.
But maybe we are placed in this particular area because we're going to be leading others and finally revolutionize, like I said,
love that.
the whole industry that we're in.
I
So-
really do like that. I have become part of a group now.
Uh-huh.
It's called South Florida Bloggers.
Okay.
It's by Paola. I met her.
Paola?
And yes. And so I do feel like we've created a great bond, and we are trying to make ourselves like a greater impact in Miami as well, in South Florida in general, including Fort Lauderdale, in Delray, and it's all type of bloggers. But I feel like we're creating the presence that together we're stronger than as individuals.
But it is
So,
true.
I do hope that that does catch on and becomes greater, because I do see that it has such a great following, and it does touch many different people's lives, and not just in fashion, with food and travel and film. And there's so many different type of bloggers. But I absolutely agree with what you said. I love that.
Yes, exactly. I want to thank you for coming here. I just want to remind everyone that if you want to call the show, you can just dial 888-565-1470, or you can contact me. You can chat live on my page, alexandrabello.com, while you're watching the show. We basically stream it on Ustream, and you can watch it on alexandrabello.com. If you go to the radio section in the middle and you click on it, it's going to take you to a page where you can watch this show live on every Monday at 7:30 p.m. You can also listen to us live if you're not driving or close to a radio. You can also listen to us live on iHeartRadio. Simply open your app, install it on your phone, open your app, and then go to WWNN station and make it a favorite station. So when the time comes and I remind you on Facebook that the show is on, you just open the app and you listen to the show. You click play. Yes. This show can be, people can listen to the show live on iHeartRadio, and they can watch the show live every Monday at 7:30 p.m. So I want to remind and reiterate to everyone that we are here every Monday. It rains, I'm tired, I'm moving, whatever happens, we're still here every Monday. And I told you all the websites that we're on, to remind everyone that you can also watch the archives. I also want to invite you to follow Laura. I know that Laura is on Instagram.
Yes, I love Instagram.
Invite people to follow you on
Yes.
Instagram and all the social media.
So my Instagram starts with the underscore. So it's underscore the fashion diva and then another underscore after.
That's on Instagram.
That's Instagram. Facebook is the fashion diva. My website's www.thefashiondivablog.com, and that has actually all my social media platforms on there as well. I have Twitter, which is the Fashion Diva, TheFashionDivaa. And that's about it. I have those that I use a lot, and on my website I also have like YouTube accounts for when I create videos, but they all go onto the fashiondivablog.com.
Exactly. So the umbrella is the fashiondivablog.com.
Yes.
Remember that. I want to thank everyone for listening tonight. And this was Artistic Times Radio. We are here every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. And if you're in Atlanta, you can listen to us on 8:60 a.m. on Fridays. Remember that I am Alexandra Bello, and this was Laura Reyes. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great night.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Alexandra Bello from Alexandra Bello Productions and Artistic Times Radio. Join us every Tuesday at 7:30 and get informed in the world of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more on the Red Carpet Fashion Show. Join us next week for more red carpet treatment of Artistic Times. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program